Yeah. Oh, I forgot you haven't seen the new movie yet.
Darn it, Steve, I've got icing in the refrigerator. You're gonna make me want to have some of it.
Well, now you have 7 pounds of Reese's Pieces. Eat that.
Yeah, I do. I do have that. And somebody bought me peanut M&Ms today. All right, let me tell you a bit more about the North Highlands. So this is where Gaius is from. The North Highlands are a mountainous region to the northeast of Erebonia. To get there, we'll need to cross the Isengard Range. Now, I see that. I think Isengard with an I from Lord of the Rings. I know Rose needs to watch those movies. We're going to put that on our list of Rose, except they're long. Really long. They're like minimum of 3 hours each. Anyway.
Aware of them. I have seen them.
Okay.
Well, I've seen a couple of, not all of them.
Okay. Well, we'll have to fix that. That's the mountain range to the north of Ruhr. I'm guessing we'll need to pass through quite a few tunnels to get to the other side. Pretty much. I went through several when I was originally traveling to Trista. Anyway, when you reach the other side, you'll be in the North Highlands, surrounded on every side by mountains. Other than the Imperial Army's bases, the only place you'll find people is in nomadic settlements, like the one I'm from. If anything, we have more sheep than people. Oh my. Wow, really? I'm starting to feel like we're traveling to a country locked in time or something. Sounds like a scene right out of a picture book. In addition to the scenery, the North Highlands are also known for their breeding and raising of horses. Yeah, she did mention this once. Most of the war horses used by the Imperial Army are descended from Highland stock. That's true. Horses are essential to the livelihoods of the folks in my village. Okay, I'm glad I am not alone in using of the word folks, because I find when I stream, I use that word more than I've ever used it in my entire life. So guys, using it makes me feel a little bit better. And what was that, Rose?
You're from Ohio. You're from Ohio.
I know, but not everyone in Ohio says that word. So.
Okay, fair.
So, and that's like the Jerseyisms. Except for Ohio.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Sorry. Okay, forget you heard it. Okay. Raising horses to be used by the Erebonians is one of my people's primary sources of income. Come to think of it, I seem to remember hearing that the horse we have at home was raised in Nord too. Isn't that also true of the horses the riding club uses? Correct. All of them originally came from Nord. Even the golden stallion on the Empire's emblem is said to depict a war horse raised in the Highlands. Or so the story goes, at least. Nord has deep historical ties to the Empire. We know today that it's where Emperor Draigels first started building his army, after all. That's right, the Imperial Army still maintains a base on the southern edge of the Highlands, Zender Gate. That's as far north as the trains can take us. I see. We should arrive there somewhere around 4 in the afternoon then. Yeah, but it's just past 8 a.m. now. We should reach Ruhr Station by midday. After that, we have another 4 or so hours on the freight train to Nord. That's a lot of time on the train. Just saying. Looks like we're in it for the long haul. Still, we won't get chances like this often, so let's try and make the most of it. Alright, so now we know they're all going to have to talk to each other, and then we have to play cards. So we'll talk to Elisa.
Remember how to play cards this time?
I think I have a little twist on that, but we'll talk about it when we get to the cards.
Remember to look at the directions page.
Well, I know the directions now. I just have to be actually able to win. So that's the trick.
Well, if you play your cards right.
Ha 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 ha!
Oh, come on.
That's why I'm laughing, because you're so funny. Not too much longer now, sorry. I had to. Rose loves puns, and I had to laugh, so I gave her one back. Not too much longer now. I guess this will be your first time back home since you started at Thor's, right? Does it feel a little awkward going back after you ran away from home? A little, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
I think it was something the maid said, if I remember correctly.
Probably yesterday.
Yeah, I think it was something the maid said in that massive stream that I had yesterday.
Well, I watched I was there for 5 hours on that stream.
You were?
We streamed for 9 hours.
I know, didn't.
And I worked 7.5, and I still made it to 5 hours.
I'm sorry. Alright, we're gonna let Elise talk about running away from home, apparently. I don't know what she's gonna talk about. At least we're only changing trains there, so I don't have to leave the station. I haven't been in Ruhr since I switched lines there on the way to Trista. Oh, right, I almost forgot. If you came from Ymir, you had to have gone through Ruhr. I visited Ymir once when I was a kid, but I haven't been there since. I remember it being a really nice place, though. The scenery was so beautiful. Oh, I didn't know you'd actually been. Yeah, it really is beautiful. A place that nice doesn't really fit a guy like me. Are you still sulking over what that twit said during our last practical exam? Pay the House of High Arms little mind, and their fool of a third son even less. I don't think he meant most of those awful things he said. Yeah, it seemed like his anger just got the better of him. I'll bet he regretted it later. And regardless of what he thinks, we all think you're a swell guy, as a classmate and as a friend. So don't be so hard on yourself. Thanks, guys.
Make him not be hard on himself.
It means a lot. He'll get over it. He'll be alright. I have a feeling. Rena's resilient. It means a lot to hear you say that. You're so hopeless sometimes, Reen. Alright, so now we can talk to Emma. It's easy to forget, but in traveling to the Nord Highlands, we'll actually be leaving the country. It feels strange, heading out beyond our borders. A little emotional, even. No, not really. Yeah, we've got a long journey ahead of us. I can only wonder what kind of things they'll have us doing when we get there. I can't begin to imagine. Each month seems to